Hi, I'm Mike DAISLEY with the law firm DAISLEY Law PLLC in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here today with Bill Powers of Powers McCartan. Our two separate law firms are affiliated with my practicing in the area of civil trial advocacy. Bill is known for his very strong defense work in defending people who have been accused of driving fast or driving while under the influence. And what we're here to talk about today is how these two practices are complementary in nature and how a lot of Bill's expertise helps me in what I do for my clients on a daily basis. Bill, let's talk about excessive speeding. There has been a lot in the news lately, in fact one particularly tragic case of drivers that were racing that caused a death here in Mecklenburg County. How do you approach those sort of cases, and how would your expertise help some of the parties who have been injured?
Sure. Well, as I hopefully you realize is that just because we primarily handle cases in defense doesn't mean that we suddenly lose our knowledge base to help people hurt in those type of circumstances. Now, obviously, we want to make sure there's no conflict or anything of that nature. But after handling literally tens of thousands of speeding tickets in court and knowing how those matters work, there's a certain level of science, there's a certain level of law that helps when you are prosecuting a claim for a wreck. And you mentioned a really, really big case that we had in Charlotte here lately where not just one or two, but several people were killed from excessive speeding.
In your defense of claims, you'll look at things like the length of skid marks.
Right, right, exactly.
And obviously eyewitness accounts and things along those lines, but there's a science to the length of a speed mark with a certain type of tire equates to how fast the driver was going.
Right, right. And so if you or someone you care about has been injured, it's not like this is our first rodeo. We can take the file and take a look at it and see, is this something that from not just a criminal perspective, which can have implications on a civil case, but more than that is when you are presenting a claim as a plaintiff's lawyer, whether or not the different factors involved, the police officers, the measurements, some of the science, would make a difference in your case. So what I would encourage people to do is give us a ring. Let us take a look at this. Even though sometimes we are on separate sides of the spectrum, believe it or not, it sometimes comes back around.
Well, part of the problem, of course, is being able to really the commute here, being able to take my file and go across the hall and ask you some questions about it. That's part of the reason that we're trying to collaborate.
And I think that's also why it's a perfect, as you said, to use your word collaboration, where you are taking what normally would be opposites and applying two separate kind of genres of law to the benefit of a plaintiff, of someone that was hurt or someone you love or care about. So please give us a ring. The consultation is always free as well as confidential. You can reach either Mike at his law firm or my law firm at the number listed below. And we hope we can help you out.